Hey everybody, welcome back to the Steam Machine Podcast. My name is Dalton, and this week I'm kind of just going to give you my opening thoughts on Tales of Berseria. Because I feel like next weekend will be better because I will have more time into the game, and I'm going to hopefully have James from the JRPG Report on to join us. And he is pretty knowledgeable about this. I think he is in the middle of his second playthrough of this game, and I've put a decent amount of time in it. Like I said, I'm going to talk about my first thoughts and all, but I can't really give you a good summary of how I feel about it quite yet. But as always, let's go ahead and get the obligatory Wikipedia bullshit out of the way. Tales of Berseria is a Japanese-style action role-playing game developed and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment for the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and Microsoft Windows. It is the 16th main entry in the Tales series and is a prequel to Tales of Berseria. It was released in Japan for PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 in mid-August 2016, and it was released worldwide for PlayStation 4 and Microsoft Windows in late January 2017. It has also had a manga adaptation, and it was serialized on Ichijinsa monthly comic book. Sorry, I probably fucked that up. Ichijinsa's monthly comic book magazine since October 2016. And pretty much, man, like so far, this game's pretty fucking badass. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie at all. You start off, it's like a cutscene where you see this girl and her younger brother, and they are very scared. There's like a lot of red going on. You don't really know what's happening, and they end up getting saved by this man. You later find out that man's name is Arturius, and he was, I believe, the husband of Velvet's sister, who is the main character, is the black-haired little girl that you see in the beginning. Her name is Velvet Crow, and her little brother's name is Laphicet. And then the game kind of cuts to a little bit further in the future. Laphicet's got some sort of illness, and you're playing as Velvet, trying to go kill some prickle boars and stuff to gather up money for his medicine. From there, you know, it's just building character relationship between Velvet and Laphicet and Arturius. And man, it's really good. It hooked me in pretty quick, man. There's a point where you end up getting attacked by a daemon, or I call them daemons, but they're demons, but they're spelled like daemon. I guess that's just another way to spell demon, but Daemon. But there are demons about, and Arturius is an exorcist, so he's like trained you how to fight and such, and it's just, the combat is fun as hell. It almost reminds me of a mashup of a beat 'em up and an action RPG, but with like a little bit of turn-based flair to it. I don't know how to quite describe it. If you've played any of the Tales games, then you know the battle system that I speak of. But it ends up, man, that Arturius is not the nice guy that you think he is. He ends up killing Laphicet right in front of Velvet, and then casting her and him into like this hole that supposedly never ends. And then it cuts forward to her being in a prison on an island, and you have to break out of that prison, which is wild. It's a cool arc right there, is getting out of that prison and meeting Rokuro, who is becoming my favorite. You meet Rokuro and Magilu, my goodness, she's this blonde elf-eared witch who speaks in rhymes, and she's fucking awesome and hilarious, and I hate her all at the same time. But yeah, the story just progresses a little further than that, and you know, you go on to basically trying to enact revenge on Arturius. So yeah, man, it's been a cool ride so far. I just got to broke through a big gate after stealing a ship, and then running into some pirates. Like I said, I'll probably cover more next week, and I just kind of wanted to put something out today just to not miss a day. Kind of give you my first thoughts on it. There's going to be a lot of JRPG goodness coming up. The poll for the next game, the winner was Dragon Quest XI. So we are going to be rolling into that soon, which will be interesting for sure. That's going to be a long one. I know that I'm going to try to break it up, so like maybe do an episode on Dragon Quest every 2 weeks, and then the weeks in between, maybe play like a little bite-sized game and do a quick little review about it. You know, maybe I'll hit up Willie to play some small games with me, or maybe even Ryan will be available by that time. Maybe I can get them both. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, like I said, this is gonna be a short little just first thoughts episode. I know everyone's gonna check their thing and be like, "This is like 5 minutes long. What the fuck?" But I will have more to say next week. But well, before I get out of here, I will say so far the music in this game is phenomenal, and the art style is really good too. I really like the way that Velvet looks. Like her whole aesthetic is awesome. Rokuro looks awesome. Aizen, the pirate, is a badass. Even though he's got his whole, like, they call him the Reaper. He's got the Reaper's curse, where, like, basically if anything can go wrong, it will. That is basically the whole shtick of his. But he's cool, man. I like all the characters so far, and I really look forward to the next week of getting deeper into this game and then being able to really give you a good summary of how I feel about it next week. If you would like to join the Patreon or join our Discord where you can vote towards like what's the next game that's going to be on the show or anything like that, you want to find us on social media, any of those links, you can go to thesteammachinepodcast.wordpress.com. They are all there. You'll find all our social media, a link to the Discord, a link to my Twitch where I stream every Tuesday at about 9:30 Eastern PM. And man, I appreciate the hell out of y'all listening every week, man. I apologize for this one being as short as it is. You know, I usually I like to give you a little more content, but this was a very tough and long week for me. So I got in, gaming where I can. But hopefully I will get in some more this week. Hopefully my brain will relax a little bit and allow me to chill and just sit back and play without anxiety and such. So we'll see. But yeah. I'm rambling at this point, so I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. I'll have more for you next week. As always, guys, take it easy.